same way, because as we get underway with a 3-minute bout, we have Nieto in the red colours from Spain and Altemur for Turkey in blue. Now, when you were competing and going in for your potential gold medal, and you ended up with a silver, talk us through how these athletes are feeling right now.
I think it's the whole ambiance and like the lightning and the fact that we're on the spotlight. So again, like trying to be very focused on our job and what we have to do. And I think that's what they're doing right now, analyzing what the other opponent is trying to do. Trying to get that first score.
So Nieto there just tucking out of the way, almost came in with a score. But it's such a important point, that first one, isn't it?
It is.
And there it is, first point, and it's going to Altemur. And the century that goes with it, isn't it? That's almost like a 2-point score, really, isn't it?
Yes, as long as you don't lose it at the end.
Oh yes, of course.
So now we'll see how the Turkish girl will be able to defend her point. 2 minutes left. You can see they're pretty intense.
Really going for it, aren't they?
Yes. They're not afraid to go and score, try to score.
Talking of scores in your final, you were leading for quite some time. That was, and then your opponent was coming back at you, and that is such a tough situation to manage, isn't it?
Yes, because you know you have advance, but you also know that the other person is really eager to make the points. So definitely got to keep that focus on, which
so difficult.
Sometime, yes.
What a fantastic silver medal, though, to achieve in the Karate Premier League.
Yes, it's my first time, so I'm very. That was one of my goals this year. Gotta find a new goal now.
And will you be going to the next one in Hangzhou?
I
China?
will.
You will?
Yes.
World Championship year?
Hopefully, yes. With the qualification and the games as well.
And yes, World Games.
It's a big year.
It's me. So we see here now Altemur leading 3 points to 1. She has the century advantage. Coming up to the halfway stage of the bout.
Nice
See that punch there from Nieto. Teammates giving her plenty of advice.
I think it's as stressful to watch, maybe more.
So how do you have the coach and you have your friends and people who know you in the audience? How do you filter out which information you want to and focus?
Yes, I definitely focus on what my coach and I have said before the match and as well throughout the match. I'd say the one that are outside, the friends, it's more of a support. I'm not focused too much on that. Yes.
So the video review for blue is being considered. There was that high punch. Red was the one who attacked first. The video review is being requested and considered. And once more, when you're waiting for the result of a video review, how does that make you feel? Are you panicking? Are you thinking? Wishful thinking sometimes, maybe?
Not really. It's about focusing on what I can control, and so trying to see what's the next step, what the next sequence I can do between the both choices, if they get the point or if they don't, or if I do. So much more try to be grounded in the options that I have. Even though it can be very stressful, right? The emotions and the waiting time.
Yes. Speaking of which, this is taking a long time to do this video review, it seems.
Yes, they probably need to consider a lot of things, making sure they have the right call.
Now the issue we had, there was a technical problem, and it may well be that we have more technical problems, and that's why it's becoming a bit of a problem. But it's been complete, and the score has been given. So it's another point for blue. It's a good counter punch
That was good.
from Altemeur, who will extend her lead by another point.
No te desesperes, ¿vale? Que queda un minuto 20, punto a punto. ¿Vale, Isa? Punto a punto. Distancia y luego
A strong punch, wasn't it?
Yes. I feel like the red also could have scored a point there.
So she's 5-2 down. Hannah, what's the strategy for you? What would that be?
There's still 1 minute left. Try to set it up as much as possible and trying to see where's the opening, whether it's the body or the head, where they're trying to move. There's a lot of time, like right there. That was great.
That was good timing, wasn't it?
¿Ves que se queda a chocar?
Both going in at the same time.
Otra vez, saliendo nosotros. Con el puño, Isa, con el puño.
50 seconds still on the clock.
Eso es. Es la tercera
There's
vez.
still a lot of time.
Yeah, 50 seconds is a long time in karate, isn't it?
Yes.
Seguimos, Isa.
See fortunes change in the blink of an eye.
Con el puño, Isa, con el puño. Con el puño.
Oh,
que
yes.
ganamos así. Con el puño lo conseguimos, Isa, ¿vale?
Video review for Altemeur.
Nos sirve este vídeo para recuperar, ¿vale? Coger aire, porque quedan
Now
42
hopefully we'll be able to see the video review.
y lo que queda hay que meter
Carried out.
intensidad, ¿vale, Isa?
There's the punch over the top. Nieto ducked away, and there was a kick to the body. So the video review referee doesn't know what's being asked for, but they are looking to see if there is a score of any type, whether it's a 1-point, 2-point, or 3-point score, if at all. So considering the kick or the punch, any view from you?
Well, we can see on the screen that it's touching, depending what the referee sees as well. Like, is it if they had all the criterias? I think it would be green. But again, we can be wrong. Sometimes I don't always get it. So still hard, even as a high level athlete.
But as an athlete, when you deliver it, you know.
Yes, when you feel it,
When
right?
you
You have
feel
the
it.
sensation, but like this, I understand the referee how hard it is to judge from
So
the
it has to be
outside.
the right distance. Is it too short? Is it too close? Is it vigorous application? Is it good form? Proper timing? Sporting attitude? That one was, according to the video review.
Yes.
And he got 2 points for it. 7 points to 3 now. She now leads. Nieto's got a tough 37 seconds ahead of her, hasn't she?
Yes. She's initiating a lot. Yes, trying to get that first score, but
Keeps falling into the counter punches from Altemeur.
yes, there's a big gap between the points too. I think that's why she tried to.
Both punches going in again. Video review request this time from the coach of Nieto.
I think it was a bit after. We'll have to check.
So blue is first and got the judges' support.
Yeah.
If red is at the same time, it could score. If it's after, that looked, timing was really close, wasn't it?
Yes.
Really, really tight. Watch both punches going. Oh, could well be a score. If it happens at the same time. If it's perceived to be second, then it won't.
I think it was a good timing, but maybe the placing of the pin. Now the blue just knows that the red is coming to her, so it's a counter.
10 points to 3. Altamir. Very, very. Oh, the hooking kick came up then.
I think a little bit of lack of precision.
Yeah, that's right. It wasn't.
¿Lo ves, Isa, una más?
It kind of hung there on the shoulder a little bit, didn't it?
Yes, but a good timing.
Yes.
Sometimes you never know.
Ve con la pierna arriba, Isa. Ve con la pierna arriba. Sigue, 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 sigue.
Mawashi again. They stayed there once more. It didn't have the hikate, the recoil from the kick.
I think she's trying to learn many techniques as possible.
Yes, it's just throwing the kitchen sink, so to speak. Everything is in there now.
She's giving it all. Must give her that.
Yes,
for sure.
of course. She doesn't leave anything left on the mat, does she? Video review request from the coach of Altamir.
Give them a little rest as well.
Isa, tenemos que entrar en 2 pasos sobre el sub y arriba. Por si ella choca arriba y te pega. Vale, 2 pasos arriba del sub.
That was better. That was better from Nieto. And I love the way she, although she's trailing with 1 second on the clock by so many points, she's still really wanting to fight for it, isn't she?
Yes. She also knows that the other one had 4 penalties, so it's good to
Yes,
keep
if she
fighting.
could force another error, that could have forced a Hansoku. So you're right, it's worth never give up.
Strategic a
Keep
little
pushing,
bit,
keep
yes.
pushing. So are you keeping really busy in your training? Obviously, you've got so many opportunities coming your way. You're going to go to the next Premier League. You want to go to the World Championships. Outside of karate, are you professional karate now, or do you do other work activity?
Yes, I actually graduated from my master's degree in mental performance in December, so it's very new. And now I hope to just pursue that as a full-time job in the next couple of months, as well as competing and doing my best in the highest level.
Many strings to the bow.
Yes.
Very good. And congratulations on passing your masters. It just shows that you can be in the top 32 in the world in karate in your sport, but you're not just hoping that that's the one thing. You've got lots of things going for you. Education, potential on career opportunities, whether it's in sport or whether it's not. And it's just a statement of what sport can do for people, isn't it?
Definitely, and especially in karate, I think it's very hard to have it, to be a high-level athlete and then pursue that for a long time and having it as a job. And so keeping things on the side as well is very important.
I know, obviously, with your family name Furumoto, you have Japanese heritage, and you speak Japanese.
Yes, I do. I hope.
Linguist,
try.
and your mother's a referee.
Yes, she is indeed. So everybody's kind of involved in the sport, and then even like my studies, it's for athletes, especially like the mental training as well. So everything's integrated together so that I could be the best version for sure.
Fantastic. This is the second of the female minus 68 kilogram bronze medal bouts. Elena Carici of Switzerland. Olympian. She was first in Casablanca in the Premier League. She was first in Antalya. She is the grand winner in the division. 8 Karate One Premier League she's won. 10 silver and 27 medals in Premier League.
It's amazing.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yes, it is, and it's hard to keep that level, right? And stay on
enthusiasm.
top. Yes, definitely.
She's up against Fonseca from Portugal,
I think she's
PKF
from
champion.
yes.
Oh, Peru.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, excuse me. I know it began with a P. No, forgive me. Shouldn't jest. But yeah, Puerto Rico. And she's the PKF champion 2024. She's been bronze medalist in the A series twice.
Yes, I've seen her multiple times at the PKF. Very good fighter as well. Very patient for the first 30 seconds.
The referee giving a warning for passivity, expecting more action from the fighters. When that happens, Hannah, does it affect you? Does it make you think, oh, I better do some more, or do you just stick to your game plan?
For the passivity,
When the referee gives a passivity warning.
I think it depends on all athletes. For myself, I don't mind it. It gives me some time to relax and assess even more like what I should do next.
Okay.
And sometimes it can pressure the other person more. So it's kind of first 1 or 2, it's not that bad. Maybe when it comes a bit more,
Okay.
3, 4, that's where there's higher pressure.
Yes, yeah. So those first two, 1 or 2 QE warnings, the yellow cards there, that's all part of the strategy of using the rules.
It can be, yes. I know it's not that fun for the audience watching it.
But it's
'cause
about winning, isn't it?
exactly. Exactly.
And using the rules to your advantage.
100%. It's part of the game.
That's a first score, and it's going by way of Elena Carici in blue. She has the century advantage to go with that.
Oh,
That was fast, wasn't it? Over the top. Very quick. You see the gold embroidery on the shoulders of Carici. Shows that she is the grand winner of last season.
Ooh.
Again, Carici sticking to that strong punching style.
Being very patient.
Carici getting a warning for holding on. As you say now, those yellow, she's on her third, starting to creep up. She has to be more cautious. That was much better from Fonseca. Video review request for Korichi, but Fonseca's punch got the support from the judges.
I feel like it was at the same time.
So it's possible for blue to score.
Now with the right angle, it was in.
You see blue again, we can't quite see red because the referee's in the way in that image. Can't see where the punch landed. There are 9 screens
That was in.
that can be considered. There's the punch from Korichi. So that was a good call from the coach.
Ooh.
Oh, strong kick from Fonseca. It's a 2-point score. As you can see, Korichi felt that, didn't she, Hannah?
Yes, I felt it too.
Oh, powerful.
It's a powerful kick.
Of course, you do have the body protector, the chest protector, and it's all to make sure that you stay safe, isn't it? But
Yeah.
even so, powerful side kick like that to the body, you can still really feel it.
Definitely.
And all the techniques must be controlled. And sometimes, if it's a kick, a really hard kick, maybe to the rib area, that can be excessive and be penalised as such. But
I think to the body is quite hard to
yes,
get
you
that
can-
kind of.
yeah, that's right.
penalty.
Because you can to the abdomen, and certainly when you're making an attack and you get hit in the midriff, it can be quite tough for you.
Yes.
I think it was a good technique. The score's been given by the judges, but this is where the referee, in his opinion, felt that it was too hard a contact. Of course, the audience don't agree, but it's not their stomach, is it?
Yes. I'm quite surprised. Sometimes with the head kick that can happen, but
Certainly, you know, you can get hit in the midriff, in the abdominal area, and for a few seconds it can really stun you, but then you can recover. And Korichi looked like she'd recovered quite quickly now, didn't she?
yes.
After that, although it did certainly have it.
Sometimes with the adrenaline, right? You still have it, but you have to think about the next sequence.
Yes. So as a competitor, you've got 2 views. One is the Antonio Espalos, the president of the World Karate Federation, as we see on screen here
Yes.
in the center, his wife. But you, as a competitor, you've got 2 views. One is as the person who did the kick, you want the score. The other one is being the one who was kicked, and you want it maybe that it was too hard. Difficult one, isn't it?
Yes. Definitely.
Video review for Fonseca. So just reflecting on that kick to the body, if it was you giving the kick, would you want to keep that score? You would, wouldn't you?
Of course.
And as Korichi,
I would have done the same. I think it's part of the game, right? And I
Yeah.
think it did hurt her, so
sure,
it would have been a penalty, not
a warning.
faking or what it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there was no, yeah. It was a strong kick, there's no question about it. And karate is a combat sport, of course it is. But the objective is to use perfect skill, isn't it?
Yes. Control.
And control.
Oh, that was good. Yeah.
Oh, good foot sweep from Fonseca. The point there from Korichi.
It's hard to see her technique because she doesn't have any movement before to.
Counter punch from Fonseca. We've got 13 seconds still on the clock.
Oof, almost.
Dai Ale, glielo metti, vai!
She's certainly going for it here, isn't she? Video review from Korichi's coach.
Yanessa, mostra il sangue, mostralo!
That seemed to have hit hard as well.
Uno come un carro armato tiene che ir fuera.
Time is up.
Very good fight. Very good fight.
Very tight, wasn't it? And the score didn't reflect the match in some way. The score was, okay, a good win from Korichi. But Fonseca fought really well, didn't she? That side kick, unfortunate, she got the penalty, not the score. But it was very, very strong.
Which is why I think the importance of the first point.
Yes, exactly. I love the camaraderie after the decisions are made.
I think every athlete has a high respect for one another.
Yes. This should be a really exciting gold medal encounter now. Sticking with the female Kumite minus 68 kilogram. Kama Tsubasa of Japan and Sonbei Haya of France.
Yes, I know for the round robins and all the way up, the French audience was very excited for and cheering a lot for their French girl.
Great roar from the crowd when Sonbei came on. And you know both of these fighters?
I've seen them compete,
Yeah.
yes. It's going to be very interesting.
Kama Tsubasa always seems to be happy. She's always got a big smile on her face. She doesn't, it's just another day at the office for her, I'm sure. That's what goes on in her mind.
Yes, we have no idea what goes on in their mind, but I think it's a great spirit.
Exactly. Payla Sombe, who defeated Elena Carici, the grand winner. She defeated her in the semi-final. Great prospect, Payla Sombe, 21 years of age, from France, the current world champion. Twice she's been under 21 world champion.
Usually it's quite tough to transition to the senior level.
Well, we're seeing now with the K1 series of the Youth League, A series and the Premier Leagues and all of that activity, the younger fighters are coming in almost ready now.
Yes.
We're seeing lots of young fighters winning at Premier League level.
It
So
definitely helped the game.
It's a really interesting way how they're developing. Front hand punch from Sombe, getting the support from 3 of the judges. And of course the support from everybody here in the stadium.
Let's see if it was in. I find like the Japanese girl did block it, but
The different styles that we see from the European fighter from France and the kind of direct attacks that come from Kama Tsubasa. She stumbled off the tatami there.
it's for sure an extra pressure to have the audience against you if you're a Japanese in this case.
It's the second warning, second chewy from Fariba Madani, the referee. Both going in with punches, both too short. Good counter punch there, but we have the score given and it's going in favor of Kama.
There's a video review as well.
There were definitely 2 punches. Now, in the video review, the referee will be considering whether that punch from Sombe was at the same time as the attack from Kama, which was given the score by the judges, and it was the second when you looked at the video review, so it can't score.
She lost her card right there.
So both have 1 point, but it's the Senchu advantage with Sombe. Sombe going high. This time, all 4 judges have gone for that score.
She adapted very well.
And the crowd can sense success. But is it too early? It's still 1 minute 13 seconds. There's another punch from Sombe. And another score. Front hand from Kama was just too far away, wasn't it, Anna?
Yes, exactly.
So, video request has been overruled, not a score.
No more video reviews for none of them. So 1 minute-ish left.
How's she going to get back in? She's putting pressure on her, isn't she?
Yes, and Talia's being very patient.
Clever how she just twisted and got out of that corner, wasn't it? Is that's something you train at, or something you practice?
Definitely to try to get back in the middle and have more options.
見すぎや見すぎや圧かけてずらしていかな
Si tu veux pas démarrer, il y a forcément le pas de retrait. Je reste pas dans ta distance quand elle démarre.
Wave from the youngsters.
Tu vas plus vite qu'elle.
Somebody's playing a very clever game, isn't she? Staying in too close, not breaking rules, and using that perfect timing, that counter punch.
That was great. Very clear.
Two of the judges went for that point.
Eh, tu connais, ça va pas lancer vers l'avant. Ça va se projeter. Sur l'avant.
This time it is Kama who goes low, gets a score, still 14 seconds, and Ippon, everything changes.
Oh,
Oh, double attack there, didn't quite come off. Into the last 4 seconds, Gombe defending by stepping off the tatami. She may get a hand Sokachui, she may lose the Senchu, but she has won the bronze. Beg your pardon, the gold.
yes, exactly.
How dare I? Fantastic.
In her country, that's an amazing feeling.
Anya
for sure.
Sombe takes the gold medal in the Karate Premier League here in Paris. She's a fantastic prospect, just 21 years of age.
It was an amazing fight. And she seemed to have been injured a bit too. So that's great to be able to manage such a fight.
Congratulations to both of you.
Wow. So when you go away from a tournament after it's finished, do you give yourself any rest time at all, or are you straight back in?
I think
mode.
for big tournaments like this, it's important to have some mental and physical rest. A couple days often, and then go back to work.
Just a chance to have a look at some of the work from Taylor Sombe as she took that gold medal